I don't think at the time I really imagined what it would look like today. The fact that we have close to 18, I think, graduated PhD students and a dozen or so current PhD students. All I was looking for when I was starting it was just that when we're doing our research as PhD students and faculty and visiting researchers coming together, that it'd be more than just individuals working on whatever they're doing, but really build a sense of community around that. And just over the years, the thing that's pleased me the most is how in touch we've been with the students that have gone and graduated and moved on to all kinds of different venues. They've gone on to work in industry, in research labs, in academia, in startups, in just such a wide range of different opportunities that they've been pursuing after the PhD. But through all of that, there's this common thread of having been together as one group in one place and having experienced the same kinds of things in academia.
My happiest memory at ANRG is definitely a series of memories, and it's every time we finish putting together a exciting paper and something I have pride in and that I'm excited to share with the community, and that I know is going to be talked about, and that there'll be some travel involved and some speaking with people who are interested in hearing about our work.
My happiest moment at ANRG was when I wrote my first paper with Bhaskar. It was a wonderful learning experience for me as we spent like a few days and nights writing this paper, which eventually got accepted to a journal. And that was like my first stepping stone into research.
Actually, there are a lot of moments like that. One in which we worked on this mobile sensor modes where we ran around in the park trying to play tag. That was a really wonderful moment. We came back to the lab and collected data from sensors. It was a wonderful experience.
I think one of them is really we have this weekly study meeting every Thursday. And for one particular day, it's like already after 8 hours of work, and we still look at very difficult paper, very theoretical paper. We spend from like 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. And it's like by the end of it, you really feel like you're part of this very energized group, and you are doing all this research work, studying hard, and you really feel like you fulfilled something in your life.
One of the best things I have in my memory was we play Pictionary together in Bhaskar's family. During that time, everybody in USC, in ANRG, shows their high intelligence and wisdom, and we had a very good time. We had fun. We were like a family.
My work at ANRG during my PhD was on localization wireless sensor networks and mathematical modeling of 8.15.4 protocol.
My research topic is on the energy and the latency trade-off in wireless sensor networks.
My research, while I was still a PhD student here in ANRG, is about underwater time synchronization and scheduling.
I was working on multi-channel data collection in wireless sensor network for converged cluster applications.
So my research here focused on something called back pressure protocols in packet routing, and also known as stochastic network optimization.
I was focusing on designing algorithms from a theoretical standpoint, as well as looking at how can we efficiently implement these rate control algorithms on wireless sensor networks.
My research work at ANRG is mainly about how do you do energy-efficient mobile sensing and computing.
I was primarily focused on sensor networks, and I worked on a problem that had to do with collecting data at a central node while trading off throughput versus delay.
So I was doing game theoretic modeling and optimization for different problems in sensor networks when I was with ANRG. I was glad to see that after I left the group, graduated, this area was carried on by other members of ANRG.
The only advice I can give is never stop learning. The reason we do well over here is because when we come over here, we're hungry to learn. And that particular passion, the hunger to digest knowledge, to get knowledge should never go away.
I would say follow your dreams. Have a passion for something. It could be work as a student, or it could be something else beyond your work. For example, have a hobby, nurture that hobby. But always follow what your heart says.
You will spend 4 or 5 years in your PhD study, so try to pick something you really like. And also, I remember once Bhaskar told us in class that you need to believe that you are doing something really interesting, meaningful, and exciting.
So if I choose just one advice for you, it would be try to determine your next goal, your ultimate goal after PhD as soon as possible and seriously. In order to do that, you have to seek as much as advice, as many as advice possible, and also you have to do your homework as effective as possible.
So my suggestion for new PhD students is to enjoy every single day of their PhD, because this is a moment of your life that you will never get back again. And another thing that is more research-wise is that I would suggest them not to get upset or afraid that they won't get good results, because if you keep working constantly, sooner or later they will arrive.
Other faculties in other departments also super talented in this environment. You can get so much inspiration from other people by learning from each other. It's a luxury. It's actually, it's a privilege. You have to enjoy it. If you can seize the opportunity and enjoy it. That's my answer.
And I am certain that the future students in this group will be just as bright and dedicated and hardworking and inspired and confident as the students we've had to date, and that they'll come here and they'll bring to it their own individual perspective, their capabilities, and by working with each other and joining this community and this family, they're going to